Hello, guys. Welcome back to the fourth episode of Talk and Go. Today, we will be talking about beauty standards. To join our discussion, we have Shasha.
Hi everyone. First of all, thank you Pavi and Sharira for having me on today's episode. I'm really happy to be here.
Alright, so to start our discussion regarding beauty standards, maybe Shasha can explain what is beauty standards.
Okay, so before I begin, I actually wanted to talk about a whole different topic today. I wanted to talk about ghost stories. So then that this one night, I think it was 2 days ago, I saw a girl posting on Twitter about how she's insecure with herself and everything. So I thought, why not talk about beauty standards? Because nowadays the younger generation, they're very insecure with themselves, and like it's increasing, and it's because of beauty standards. So in simpler form, it's actually a toxic, socially constructed idea that makes young people think that in order to be accepted, they need to fit into a certain ideal category of what society deems to be perfect.
And yeah, I feel like these beauty standards, like I think that we see this everywhere ever since we're small. Like, in magazines, in movies, you'll always see that these kind of that the people are always the thin one, the hot ones, the body is like wow, so perfect, so tall, thin, and there's nobody really that people will say like, oh my god, she's so hot, oh my god, she's so pretty, if that person is a little bit more thick, have more flesh in their body. So yeah, this is what we have always been seeing since we were small lah,
You
I
don't
would
even
say.
have to like see it on TV or like magazine. It starts from school itself. Like since we're teenagers, they think those slim Chinese girls, they're perfect, and usually the Indians, we're the one criticized the most. If you've ever been a victim of criticism.
And also like actually even not just like school, sometimes it also comes from our family
Yeah.
itself. Like, how they'll always be like, oh, hey, I think you already gained weight lah, I think you need to lose some weight lah, you're a little bit fat already, and all this, it's like remember, actually it happens everywhere, even since at home, our relatives, sometimes even our own close family members will be like, they just come and comment about like your body weight, your body size, and they'll be like, oh, no, 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 I think you shouldn't lie, you shouldn't eat so much, I think you should eat lesser. Yeah, so it's not just from, like you said lah, not just from magazine, not just from TV. Like since we were even at home itself, it starts there.
Yeah, exactly. I had a relative once who asked me why am I darker than my sister. Like, yeah, like I honestly at that time I was really young, so like all I just said was I don't know. I mean, I'm Indian. What are you expecting? Do you want me to look purple or something? it, like they were my relatives. So like they don't know how much this comment hurt, and telling that to a teenager, that's a very bad thing because that's where insecurity starts.
Yeah, I have to agree. Like the thing that it starts from is that it starts from our family first. Like even though we are exposed to like what you said, like TV and movies and like celebrities and all that, but I feel like this thing starts at home when, for example, if a small children or a child is like plump or she's like short, I feel like when people start to like point out, even it's not to an extreme level, it's just asking, why are you fatter than your brother or than your sister, or like, why are you chubbier? Maybe you are eating a lot these days. I think it starts from there, like, starts from our family members first, before it goes out to your school or to between your friends and so on. Lah.
Exactly. It starts from
And
adults. I'm so sorry. It starts from adults
yeah, yeah.
commenting on children because kids, they don't go around comparing themselves to other kids, thinking, oh, my hair is more
Yeah.
curlier, more straighter. It always starts from adults commenting. That's when they start to think, oh, maybe they're right. Maybe there is something wrong with me, and then they'll slowly carry this with themselves as they grow older, and it'll just increase more.
Yeah, and not just like, besides weight, like Shasha said lah, that this color, skin color, all that, like, people be like, oh, it's actually like it's like a common perception. I think that since small you are taught like, oh, the fairer you are, the more prettier you are, or the more good looking the person is if they are more fairer. Like darker means, oh, not so good looking or not as good looking as the fair person. Yeah, I think that it's like it is in your mind already, because like since small, it's just the way you grow up and how people talk about darker skinned people compared to how people talk about the fairer skinned people. So it's like memang it is in your brain like automatic, and most only recently lah, I think recently people are starting to change and accept that, the darker skinned people also, are pretty, are good looking, like there is finally some acceptance nowadays, since a few years ago compared to like last time the olden days and stuff, they really like don't and cannot accept that, oh my god, you're dark, so you're like
Yeah.
somebody below me, or like you're fat and stuff. But like today we accept, chubbier people, plump people, or we call them thick, and the dark skinned people, we actually do understand that, skin color is just a color, but beauty is, everybody is beautiful no matter what the skin color is. Yeah.
Because beauty
I have
comes
to.
from
I
within.
think the stereotype where people with fairer skin is considered more good looking or more beautiful is because like of the how to say the environment we grow up with. Maybe some people are more whitewashed, or some people they
Yeah.
grow up looking at celebrities
Mm.
where we can see even during last time itself there were more like advertisements and products that portrayed that people with white skin are considered more beautiful or look more better.
Mm.
Yeah. So like I think it was more extreme back then compared to today. Like Shaira said, even today, like we accept people that look different, or people on the chubbier side, or people who are skinny and so on. I think it's because that we are how to say we are exposed that people should accept how they are and not be comparing themselves to other people and other people's beauty standards and so on lah.
And people are also being more vocal about it, right? Like people are talking about it and saying like more people are talking about how we should accept and all that stuff. So today I think our generation and the younger generation today like realize and accept the fact that, regardless of your body size, weight, skin color, beauty is beauty, compared to this older generation and stuff.
First of all, the term beauty standard, it doesn't even exist. It changes like every 100 years or 10 years. 100 years ago, there was this princess. Her name is Princess Sultane. She's a Persian princess in the Qajar dynasty, if I'm not mistaken. She had a really thick mustache, and that was their times beauty standard. Imagine like right now, if we look back, we'll be like, oh my god, that's hideous, right? But at that time, it was like she was the most beautiful. She was actually like known to be the most beautiful princess ever. And there were a couple of men who committed suicide because she rejected them, you know so like, who
Wow.
knows, maybe 100 years from now, people will look back at our pictures and be like, oh my god, why is her hair like that, why is his hair blue, why is her eyebrows far apart? beauty standards beauty standards change. There is no standard at all in the first place. It's just this. It was created during the Italian times, I think 2000 years ago, when men would work and women should stay at home looking all pretty, gorgeous, with big boobs, big butt, just waiting for their husbands to come home and pleasure them. Like, we were seen as prize. So that's when it all started. It's just this dumb concept made up by men, as usual,
Yeah,
telling how we should
yeah.
look
I
like.
have to like mentioned that beauty standard, like what Shasha said, is a thing that changes over time, and I feel that it's not a fixed standard. It's like it's something like a trend where it changes over time lah. So like something that is considered beautiful today, like in 10 years coming from now, it may be considered like it's something weird or something that isn't used to them. So I have to say like it is a trend where it changes over time, that it follows maybe like what is famous at the time, or maybe what the celebrities are doing at the time, or what people they look up to, how they portray themselves. I feel like beauty standards follows the generation and who they look up to at that particular time lah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if like it's Persian princess time means I also would be considered beautiful lah, because I also got mustache, which today I've been criticized a lot regarding it. You know, so many people will complain and be like, "Oh my god, you got mustache! Oh my god, you got misa." It's been like a real many people have actually came and talked and told me about it. You know, pointed it out to me numerous times lah. Until at one point I got so pissed off, and then I literally like said it out,
Mention
like, please stop talking about it, pointing it out to me, because you know what, I'm the kind of person who's like never insecure. I don't really care what people want to say and stuff. But at one point there was so many, and it was like every time people actually commented about that, like literally comment on my pictures and come and tell me, just simply come and text me, or stuff like that, or call me and even talk about it for that. Like, why would you call me and then talk about or tell me about it? So until I got so pissed off, I actually like posted it and said, okay, can all of you please just stop, like pointing it out to me. And Pavi knows, I think, because he was there, he saw the post and stuff. Because, and then I told her, like, how I'm actually the type of person who doesn't even like, not easily insecure and stuff. And I came to the point where when I look in the mirror, right, that's the only thing I look at myself. When I look at my mirror, I'm like, oh my god, I got mustache, what am I going to do? You get it? It's like, it was like that bad. Like, whenever I look at myself in the mirror, I look at my mustache and I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, because that's the only thing that's in my mind. Like, it kept bothering me. I kept thinking about it, like the whole day. It kept running in my mind. It was until that point, that's when I thought, like, okay lah, enough is enough. Why would I let all these people from Instagram and stuff to simply come and tell me about myself? Up until the point I feel like, so I said, whoever wants to come and comment about it, goodbye, I will block you. You cannot come and talk to me, not come and comment to me about it. But yeah, you see, but now you're telling me 100 years ago that was considered pretty. Kayo. If I was born 100 years ago, I still will be one of the pretty people there.
No, no, you're still very pretty. I can't even see it. They're just like, I have mustache too. And honestly, it's a flex because we girls grow mustache faster than guys. I don't even know why. My mustache grows faster than my brother's one. It's a
I have
flex,
to agree.
okay? It's
Like
a
it's like
flex.
I feel like people why do people need to like go and point out stuff that it's not bothering them, or it's just what makes them like,
Yeah.
oh, I
Yeah,
should go
like
and tell her that she has a mustache. Oh, okay, I go and DM her. Like, what makes you why?
exactly like what goes on in your head.
Like it's like, obviously that person already knows. I mean, it's their body, right? Like, obviously you don't
Yeah.
have to go and point it out only for them to be like, oh, do I
Oh
have
my
it
god,
now?
I
Like,
didn't know.
they already
Thank
know.
you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you by why you by going and pointing it out, you're only making that person think about it, overthink about it, and because you already know that it's not considered normal. You know that is why you're going and telling, because like, oh girl, oh mustache, oh that's not normal. So so why would you go and somehow go and point it out? What would that person feel? Knowing that it's not normal, or it's not accepted in the society. Like, okay, like for a guy you go and tell, then okay lah, that fella is not going to feel anything. And that so many people come and tell that person about it. I don't know lah, I don't know. And just, it's just basically about not just mustache, a girl and just having hair on her legs ke, hand ke. Some people, they just cannot accept it. Like
Like what is it
you're
bothering
born
you?
with it lah. What must
My
that
hair is
person
bothering you,
do?
is it? My hair is like destroying your life or what? Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
I feel like guys. I mean, like in this context, guys especially they have a like they have a fixed standard on girls, that they think that beautiful girls would be like these beautiful girls, uh, they have their own criteria lah. And I feel like you shouldn't go and point out, or you shouldn't force your standards, or like even if you feel that the thing is beautiful and you don't find it in other girls, you don't need to go and tell them that the thing is not making them beautiful, or the thing is making them look different. And I feel like guys should be, how to say, should be aware that this thing doesn't, what is the word?
Concern
Doesn't
them
concern
lah.
them, and they shouldn't like go out of their way and go like pinpointing other people just because it doesn't meet themselves.
And
Yeah, and
yeah.
also like what only could that person do, right? Like it's their body, it naturally comes. It's not like they're like, okay, let's sit down and grow some mustache, or let's grow it's their body. It's not like they can control it. If there's something that they are controlling, it's within their control. Maybe you want to tell them that one also is still not accepted, But okay lah, fine, I can accept. But this is something that is not within anybody's control, It's your body, it's natural, it is coming, it is going. You want to go and tell them like pity the people. Like what goes, why you are so bored, you got nothing else to do. Imagine if somebody came and pinpoint something about you, how would they feel? Or like how some people, I don't know, I've never experienced this part of it, but I know that some people, they experience like people actually go and tell them, oh my god, you have a pimple, oh my god, you have lots of pimples. I've heard that many people actually go and tell this to people, like why? Like, okay, I'm sure they're already feeling shit about themselves, shitty. They feel like, oh my god, I know they already probably think about it. You going and telling, it is not helping and it is not needed. Like, it's not like that person didn't know and then you go and tell and then they'll be like, oh, I see, I got a lot of people. Why? What do
I
you get?
like,
Do you get satisfied by, going and telling
yeah,
I
people?
feel your anger through the screen.
that like
I feel
like
it.
like what Shaira said. Yeah, I'm sure like even like everyone has their own insecurities and they are well aware of themselves. You don't need someone else to come and say that you feel even more insecure. You'll feel even more bad about yourself.
Yeah.
And why does someone need to go and like make someone else feel bad when what's the
More
point?
self-conscious. I think right. The people who come and point out about your insecurities are the ones who actually feel bad about themselves. So they go out of their way trying to make others feel bad so that they could feel good about themselves. You know?
I feel
Probably,
like yeah,
yeah.
the
But very childish, and I feel like that's a very childish
they
character to
just
do.
they're just jealous of the
Yeah.
Like,
other
grow
people,
up, lah.
basically.
Yeah.
But sometimes, but how is he jealous? It's like a
Okay
guy
lah,
telling a girl. What would the
true
guy gonna be
also.
jealous of the girl about?
They're probably thinking that, oh, she's gonna take my advice and she's gonna be so pretty and she's gonna come and thank me. Please, macam. And nobody asked you.
Like, yeah, and then people will just simply come and comment, oh, chubby, oh, you got tummy. Okay, so that one
Okay.
also I got kena, and I'm like, okay, so what you want me to do? Like, why you want to go sit down? Why, what goes on in your mind? Okay, you can think about it in your head lah. Okay, leave it lah
Yeah.
until they're finished. Don't need to go type it out and send that person in a comment, or message them or reply them. No need. If you don't like the picture, don't like the picture.
Just scroll.
Okay, nobody's forcing you to like it and to comment or something. Yeah, like, ayo, I cannot lah, I cannot. All these people who do all this kind of thing, I just cannot accept. I just cannot.
Have I dug up past memories? Bitter
Yeah,
memories.
yeah.
I'm so sorry. Even me, I have like a really close relative who would continuously comment on my boobs. Like, I'm really flat chested. I know that myself. I see myself naked in the mirror every day. I know I'm not double D or something. But she would like repeatedly comment on it, and that would make me feel so bad about myself because it's an insecurity that wasn't there that is now there because of your comment. So like,
That is how I felt about my mustache
yeah, I
also.
get it. I
Yeah.
get it. I have, yeah. Oh yeah, I told you. I'm so sorry. Like, why would you waste your energy trying to make other people feel bad? Don't you think that if I had a choice to change what I don't like about myself, I would change?
Exactly. They think that what we are happy, is it? That we like it, is it? That whatever the thing that they are pointing it out, like as if we are living happily, we are like, oh my god, I love the fact that I have a mustache, I love the fact that I have a lot of pimples on my face, oh I love the fact that I'm flat chested, or I love the fact that I got hair on my legs. Like why? Like as if we are living, happily, we love it. You don't know what that
Yeah.
person is going through. That person is probably already sitting down and maybe crying every day because of that, or maybe they get it enough from other people around, who talks about the same thing which you are also coming and pointing it out. Yeah, I don't know lah.
Maybe I go drink water or something.
So I feel like memang like I think everyone at least at one point in their lives, or if not a lifelong thing, they will be insecure, or they have experienced insecurity about at least something lah, something about themselves physically, like that they have experienced, but the only thing is either they overcome it or they never actually overcome it, and it's a lifelong thing up until the point they actually die. So I feel like memang that.
Yeah, some would even like go out their way to spend thousands just to get plastic surgery to change what they think
Ah.
about
Mm,
themselves. And that started with
mm,
other people's comment. It's like imagine like right now Pavi is doing fine and I come and like jokingly tell him, Pavi, your nose reminds me of a parrot's beak. It may
mm.
be funny to you and me, but that he would probably go home and look at himself in the mirror and like start feeling insecure of his nose that he never felt before. I'm just kidding, bro. Your nose is very cute, but that was just an example.
I know. I
Yeah.
have,
So
yeah, I have to
continue.
say
You
like,
tell first.
I have to say like this thing. I know it's like majority occurs in like towards the girls or women, but I feel like this thing also happens,
To
uh,
guys, yeah, yeah,
yeah, to
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
also.
quite a lot
It's
also.
like maybe not on a bigger scale as what girls go through, but I feel like it also occurs in guys. And guys, I feel like they also get insecure about themselves, but they don't portray it as much, or like
Mm.
they don't talk about it. They just keep it within themselves, and they like
Ah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's
they
even
somehow
sad, actually.
they mm,
Somehow.
yeah
So yeah lah, basically it's like like either you actually, like I said lah, it's a lifelong thing, or you actually at one point you have felt insecure about something, and maybe you just overcome it, you grow over it. Or some people, they actually, like you said lah, go to the extent of solving the whatever problem, that problem, solve it and make it better. Or some people, they just get over it, like I've gotten over it and stuff like that. So what like, do you guys have any like advices to people who are going through something, or are insecure about something about themselves? Like what would you say to them?
Okay, so personally, when I was 13 to 14, around like up to 13 to 15 years old, I was really insecure about my skin color. I even have a gap in my teeth, see? And I was like really insecure about
Oh,
that.
I also used to have that.
Yeah, I, I I was a jumble of insecurities walking to school every single day, because I thought that I wouldn't fit in, and I had this really frizzy hair, and yeah, all of that. And how I overcame it was I started to pretend that I was the main character.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know like
you,
quite a lot of people
yeah,
who do that,
you,
right?
you know that term "fake it till you make it."
mm,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that term "fake it till you make it." That thing is actually real. I just started pretending that I was this really hot supermodel, and I subconsciously just manifested it, and I gained a lot of confidence over time. So like, if you're feeling insecure, the first thing you need to do is find peace within yourself and not be at war with your own body, because that's not gonna solve anything at all. I mean, your life is short. Imagine spending your life hating what you're born with. what a waste of energy, right? And what you're born with is what's perfect for you, you know. Imagine me, I have small features and everything, but all of a sudden I want Kylie Jenner's lips. Imagine Kylie Jenner's lips on me. I will look like chimpanzee. Okay. So like not everything fits for everybody, you know. So yeah, that's what people need to understand, that what's meant for your features will be perfect for you. And like, yeah, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder and everything. So we cannot give in to people's comment. We cannot just look at celebrities and think, oh, if I want to be pretty, that's how I'm supposed to look. I'm supposed to have a huge ass. I'm supposed to have big boobs. I'm supposed to have big lips and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what I think you should do if you want to like stop being insecure.
I have to agree with Shasha also, and I just want to add on a bit. Like, I've been insecure about myself, but I don't want to talk about it. It's just that I feel like you have to learn to accept yourself, and like at one stage, I know you'll be feeling down, feeling sad, feeling depressed, and all that. But as you learn to deal with it, as you learn to accept it, you'll come to a stage that you will have you'll have this attitude of not giving up about what people says about you. So when you, I feel like you just have to like learn to deal with it, but not take it to heart, because that's just what other people's opinions are on you. And even though it is not needed for them to say it out loud, you just have to like masuk telinga kanan, keluar telinga kiri. Faham tak? You just have to, yeah, okay, say
Yes.
whatever you want to say. I'll just be myself. I just love myself, love whatever I have myself, and just go on with your work.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Okay, so for me lah, I agree with what the both of you have said, but also like, you know, people, you will, whatever that you feel about yourself, you have to understand that there are people out there who loves you, regardless of whatever you feel that is not nice about yourself, or ugly or disgusting, or whatever that you feel about yourself, or you feel like you're bad at that thing or something. You have to know that whatever that you are bad or ugly or disgusting that you think, people out there still loves you, your family, your friends, they accept you for whatever that you think you are bad and stuff. They accept you, they love you, they will do anything for you. One. Number two is that um if people, constantly come and bring it up to you, let's say, it doesn't matter lah who that person is. It could be your parents, your very close, your siblings, your relatives, your auntie, uncle, your friends, strangers, online people, anybody. If people come and tell you about yourself, like, oh, you are like this, like that, and that thing is disturbing to you, you have to know that it is your right to just tell that person that I am disturbed with whatever that you are telling. I do not like it. Please don't tell me. You don't have to be scared. Don't be afraid. Don't just accept it. You are in control of your life. Everything is within your control. So, because sometimes, right, if we just accept whatever people is telling us, and we hear and we just accept, and we don't tell them, we don't stop these people from talking, they will always talk. And you accepting and hearing, it will only, it's going to be worse and worse. You're only making it worse for yourself. Sometimes you have to step up, take it in your own hands, and actually be vocal and tell, no, can you please stop telling me this about me? It is not making me feel good. I realize, I acknowledge, I already feel bad about it. You telling me about it is not helpful. Just say it, regardless that person is your parents or whatever, because at the end of the day, this will actually help these people to actually stop talking. Maybe not in all the situations, but most of the time these people will actually stop, because they'll be like, oh, wow,
They will
she
get
actually,
the
or he actually
realization.
said it. And then you would realize that, oh my god, eventually you will feel better. Like, but of course lah, you don't have to say it in like a rude way or something, but try to say it in the most polite, but also give them an explanation of how you feel, so that the people will actually understand, you know and also the third thing is that, just know that nobody is perfect. Honestly, everybody out there is battling with a certain insecurity. You feel your nose is not nice, or you feel your leg is not nice or something. The next person, tomorrow you walk out, anybody, your family members, everybody is having something that they feel that they suck at, or they are not good, or they are ugly or something. So just know that there's a lot and lot of people who feel that way, and that nobody is perfect. Even the celebrities that you see on magazine, TVs, they probably went through like 20,000 plastic surgeries. That one all got with money, you
Photoshop.
can look good. Always remember, with money you can look good. You can dress up very nicely. You can buy all the good clothes if you're rich, which will of course improve your appearance and stuff. So that person that you think is, oh my god, so pretty, so beautiful, God knows what that person is experiencing inside, or what they went through, and what insecurities they went through. Okay, so yeah, so that is all that I want to say lah. Like, accept, understand that nobody's perfect, everybody's going through something, so you don't have to feel bad about yourself. If people always tell you, at one point you have to go and tell them, please stop it. And always know that no matter what, people out there still love you. Okay, so do you guys have anything else to add?
Yeah, I have another thing to say. So people who are insecure, they have this mindset, where they think that as soon as they step out of their house, people are judging them, people are looking at them, people are thinking of them. I can promise you, nobody thinks about you at all. They're out, they have their own problems, they have their own thing. Unless they're in love with you lah, they'll be thinking of you. But other than that, nobody gives a damn about you. Maybe they'll see you, they'll be like, oh, she looks good, oh, she looks bad. That's just whatever is in their head. But they won't go to sleep thinking about you. Like, they won't go to sleep thinking, oh my god, today at 4:17 p.m. I saw this girl at 7-Eleven. She was wearing this very ugly tote bag. And nobody thinks like that at all. So like, you really need to
Yeah.
stop thinking that there are people out there judging you. But if there are people out there judging you, and like, let's say you're in a public place, okay? Let's say you're in a public place and you feel there's someone staring at you and you're uncomfortable. I mean, your gut feelings will tell you lah, if they're staring at you like respectfully, or you'll just know. If that happens, you just look at the person, stare at their shoe, and look back at them and turn around. I swear to God, this 100% will work. They will stop looking at you. Because they will think, okay, maybe something's wrong with me, and then they will just stop looking at you. So like, I hope that helps lah. But if it doesn't work, right, just call me. Just call me and I'll come and patch the pull up or something. Shasha protect. Yeah, at the end of the day,
Okay.
just be a bad bitch, okay?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
continue.
what I mean by bad bitch is not you going around being mean to other people, being rude. That's just rude bitch, not bad bitch. What I mean by bad bitch is you knowing who you are and you not letting other people bring you down and having that confidence. Humans are just a ball of energy walking around, So like, how you carry yourself is how you'll influence other people, and influence other people and what they feel about you. So if, like, back to the socially constructed beauty standard thing, there is no such thing as beauty standard. Beauty comes from within. Even if you're the most prettiest girl in the whole world, but your heart is ugly, you're automatically trash. Like that
Preach.
Malaysian I don't know if
I know what you're gonna
but-
say already.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to name names, but that Malaysian what, that model, the one that like is getting bashed up because she's being racist. Yeah,
Ah,
she's beautiful, but she has a really ugly heart. So your exteriors will change over time, but what is within will never change. So just be a kind person, just be kind to everybody, and you'll automatically be the most beautiful person out there. That's all I have to say.
yeah, and there's always gonna be somebody who loves you, at the end of the day. Like, you're not gonna be like alone forever. Nobody's gonna, like, whatever that thing that you're thinking about yourself, nobody's gonna be like, oh my god, just because of that I'm not gonna love her or love him. Like, somebody
Yeah.
will love you at the end of the day. You will find
Exactly.
somebody, and not only that, your family probably already loves you, your friends and stuff, so yeah.
And I guess
Yeah, and pick
Alright.
pick the right friends. Pick the right friends.
Ah, do.
Oh, and another thing, I'm so sorry, I just remembered. If you know anyone who's struggling with insecurities, compliment them. that will help them come out of their shell, you know. Like small compliments, like you can just tell them your hair looks really pretty today, your earring is pretty, your eyelashes are nice, your makeup is really nice. That will like slowly give them more confidence, you know. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say.
All right, guys. So, thank you, Shasha, for joining us regarding this beauty standards topic. So thank you. We can all say bye now. All I think something that all three of us would like to end this with is that be confident and don't worry. And nobody is perfect.
And be kind.
Okay. So
Bye.
bye.
Okay, hi guys. I just wanted to say thanks for watching the fourth episode of the Talk and Go podcast on beauty standards and insecurities. And I hope that y'all can drop a like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and also comment what are your thoughts on this issue down below. Thank you. Bye.